We're ready to call our meeting to order.
Right, she comes in, sits down. She
Yeah.
says, there she
Well, when you like
says.
to sit down.
I needed to be myself to be everybody else gets into it. Right.
The first thing is to decide if we have a quorum. There you are.
Who? Me? Yeah, I'm pretty much always here. Why the surprise?
No, it's Amelia that wasn't over here.
Oh, okay.
Amelia.
Well, I'm flattered that you confused me with
And
her.
Kelly said that he may not be here because he was only as counselor today. So,
And we do have a quorum?
we do have a quorum, okay? And the first item is our approval of our agenda. Yes, please. And for some odd reason, I put the agenda in with the memo. Did anybody need it?
I do.
You take a copy? There you go. Only got one more copy.
Oh, I'm fine. If you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
I just didn't print it off. Just every month.
If you need one, Karen, did you need-
You can send it down here. I didn't copy it.
okay. Here we go. So we need a motion to, well, first of all, we want to introduce our guests. Guest, do you want to introduce yourself?
Robert Mayer.
And
Robert.
his wife Valerie.
Okay, good.
Jane Greenwell.
All right, and then we have our usual media people. Okay. Did y'all have anything to say today?
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. It is. That it is. It's not going to stay beautiful, but it's starting out.
I wish I could control that.
Okay. Then the next is approval of our agenda. Are there any changes that are needed for our agenda?
I move to approve it.
Okay. We have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. The ayes have it. Next is approval of our minutes. Does anybody have the minutes?
I have a copy.
I
have
read
one
it.
copy.
I read it.
Yeah, I pulled up on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, that's all I
And usually I have copies, but for some reason, after I read it, I deleted it, so. never seen it back. I didn't have any problems with it. If you want to look at it, you see.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the minutes and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Ayes. Next is the treasurer's report.
The treasurer's report, the balance remains the same. We did not have any deposits or checks and debits come out over the last month, so the account balance currently is $5,149.75.
Make a motion to approve the treasury report.
A second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Did you have anything else to say, Michael?
Well, yeah, I've got a whole list of things to
Yes.
go through. Actually, this came in the mail sometime over the last day or two. It's from Sister Marilyn.
She said she'd bring it back. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it got to me. I wasn't sure who
She
dropped it off
asked-
in my mailbox.
She asked if she could drop it off here, and I said, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to go through this list. First, I have scheduled this room for this group through the year 2017, so you've got it for a while. So you won't have to worry about that. Maybe a couple of months toward the end of next year, if you can remember, you will need to go back to the library to extend that. But you're good for a while. All the brochures are in my office. I don't, I will hold on to them for a little while, but I don't know if someone wants to take those from me today, so you all have them on hand.
I know he's saying please do.
Well, I have the space, but at the same time, yeah,
Yeah.
they're your all, so.
You have extra space.
I try to keep things out as much as possible. It's not easy at home, but I can do it. I can do it in the office. So the Kentucky Standard bill that was under question last month, it was paid. I double checked that, so there's no reports there. I think a couple of people on the commission should check the commission email. It'd be good for more than one person to do that. So my suggestion would be for maybe 2 or 3 of you all to take that on, so that emails aren't left, unresponded to for a long period of time. I have instructions on how to get into the email. It's a Gmail account, and I'd be happy to send that to anybody who'd be willing to take that on.
The ones we get from the state.
No, it's our email.
Oh,
so
okay.
if anybody
You can get
asks
from
the
anyone.
commission,
Okay.
and I think it would be fine for 2 or 3 people to check that. And again, I have the instructions on how to get in there if anybody would be willing to take that on.
You can send it to me.
Okay, and you
And then
have,
I can check that, I have that.
Anyone
okay.
else?
I'd be glad to check it. I just think only one person should respond. We don't want to, several of us respond.
Yes, I
Right.
understand.
But I'd be glad to check it.
Okay. So I'll send that to the 3 of you.
You think weekly is enough or more frequently?
I think weekly would be good.
Okay.
And once a week would be fine, yeah.
Okay.
So Kathy, who would you want to respond to the email? Do you want me as the secretary? Do you want to respond to it? I mean,
Well,
Certain things might
whatever.
need to be responded
Yeah.
to, and it might be something where you could respond to something simple, but then CC
yeah,
Kathy, so
yeah.
she knows that you did respond, or something,
Is that good?
something to that
Yeah,
effect.
okay.
Or it might be something Kathy needs to address. Right now, I am the only person who has access to the online banking account. I called the bank today. That can be, we can end that. We can just turn that off if you wanted to do that. Either way, whoever the next treasurer is will have to type a letter signed by the commission saying it's okay for them to access the bank account online. And whoever is elected president, treasurer, and secretary will have to go back up to the bank with the minutes, as we've done in
Minutes,
the
yeah.
past, with the minutes showing that you were elected, to reset that. So those, and also I'm getting the bank accounts addressed to me, so whoever the treasurer is will need to update that and put their address in. And as far as, I don't know if someone wants to change the password to that after this meeting, or if you want to wait, that's up to the commission.
come up for the online thing.
Online, yeah, I could, if you wanted to, since you have to write a letter anyway, I could call them and just turn that off, and then it can be turned back on when the new letter comes in, if you want me to do that.
Yeah.
That way there's no problems there, and I'll still get, as of now, until the next treasurer's elected, I'll still get the mail, but I will make sure to pass that on.
Okay.
And that's it as far as that goes. I want to thank everybody. It's been a pleasure being on the commission, and wish you all luck going forward.
We're all
For your
set.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything you've done.
Yeah.
That's it.
Big part of this commission.
Maybe after you have a little rest.
I think I'm gonna
You're
go
just
coach
going
my
on
kids
to
for a
bed.
while, and stuff like that. so.
When they get
A little
older.
more fun.
I understand.
That's good.
But thank you so much for everything that you've done.
Thank you.
Trooper. Okay, the next item is the chairperson's report. Well, I have
Good morning.
to report to you that I did contact the mayor and I gave him the names of those who were willing to continue on the commission. And unless someone has seen in the paper or anywhere who the new commissioners are, anyone? Okay.
I can tell you that I have talked to a lot of people, and, you know, as of last meeting, I was still undecided, and I will be staying.
Okay, all right. All righty. So, we will wait to hear from the mayor about,
But it will be in the paper at just on city council meeting, right?
right.
Should be this month.
Yeah, I mean, city
Well, we
council
have a
has to
city
approve
council
the
person.
appointment.
Yeah, so the
Have you
fiscal
heard
court
who's been
approved me,
appointed?
and I seen it in the paper.
It's not on the proposed agenda either,
Oh,
so
okay.
I can follow up.
Okay, that please do.
Appreciate that.
So we can't
Because
do
we did.
officers or anything. You can't elect a new treasurer or anything without having appointments. I think we need to be proactive
No,
about
they
it.
even have a quorum and do no appointments.
Well,
Yeah,
I did talk to the mayor and Kathy Graham and, you know, brought it to their attention. So, okay. And that kind of puts us sort of in a tenuous situation in that since I'm the chairperson, and I'll be the chairperson in March. So bringing that up, what do you all care to do? Since we have a quorum here.
I think we need to pursue definite appointments
Wait
with the
till they're
mayor and pursue definite appointments from the mayor,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think.
How many
we can
people
go
is the
ahead
mayor
officially.
to reappoint?
Five is
There's 4 of us.
four that
Yeah, that this is our last month. I mean, if we're not reappointed.
So me and who was
Or,
appointed by Dean
5.
Watts.
Sorry, 5 actually, and then,
It's the mayor.
so it's,
I'm appointed by Dean
Yeah.
Watts. so-
right, but it's
Who
all,
else is
it's all
appointed by Dean
city,
Watts?
it's all city appointments that
Right.
expire.
I'm Dean Watts,
Yep.
but mine's
Who are the city
Well,
appointments?
Kathy, Mike, Michael, me,
Carrie?
and Carrie. Yeah.
The whole board with me and you.
And they expire
And
when?
his
This is our last one.
his is not up, it's, but mine
okay.
is up,
Mine's up.
Mike's up, your,
mine's up.
Mine's up too.
Oh.
and I'm
is yours up
Yeah,
too?
because I was just
Replacement.
filling
Replacement.
Yeah,
in.
he filled in.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
we're all up.
Mine's this
Yeah.
spring,
Okay.
September.
So half the commission's gone.
Oh, this is very important. Okay, we will not delay this.
We thought it was, and I was gonna say, well, we could, what you're supposed to do according to the bylaws is, you would probably know by now, but according to the bylaws, you're supposed to go on and have the election so that the
Yeah,
person
all
can
till,
come in.
okay, you till September, we
But
till
who are we gonna
18.
elect?
Yes, y'all.
When most of us,
When it's active, yeah.
You had to do something at a meeting this month.
I think, I mean, we can't really do anything as far as officers or planning without knowing.
For sure.
okay.
When is the city council meeting? The next city council meeting, when is that?
Next week, next Tuesday.
The second,
Okay.
second, and,
Really, it should have been, we would have had a working session today, but it was canceled.
yeah, I saw
So-
that in the paper.
Next week would be the regular.
And Sister Shay, she sent, Marilyn Shay, how many of you remember Sister Marilyn? Okay. She sent this, it's just a booklet that she had about Human Rights Commission, because she said she saw in the paper where the mayor was looking for volunteers. I never saw it. Did anybody see that in the paper?
For volunteers for commissions,
To be on the commission.
they had fair, like a committee and commission fair over at
Yeah,
the
we knew that.
Yeah, but that was all I knew of.
Yeah, and some people had signed up, I think. Ms.
Exactly.
Green signed up, and some other people, but she said she saw in the paper. And I don't know. Anybody see that? Anybody?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything else.
It was in there in correspondence with, and correct me if I'm wrong, it was in there in correspondence with in relationship to that meeting that we had at the old OKHMS building.
Yeah.
And I don't remember exactly how, but there was, the fact that we were, possibly seeking people interested in participating with the Human Rights Commission. So it's been too long ago. It's been since I've slept, so I don't remember precisely.
So keeping that in mind then, what shall we plan for today with, I had thought about the 5-year plan, but can't do that. What else can we do? Not too much
Well,
on planning.
I don't think we can really
We in limbo right
do
now.
anything.
I can add a little something that I think may be beneficial to us, hopefully, with the information that I will receive there. I have been invited to attend and participate in the LGBT in the South Leadership Conference in Asheville, North Carolina in March. And there will be a lot of people there representing and training for from the legal aspect of it, as well as the social aspect. As a matter of fact, several states in the South are giving, Paula, help me out here, it's a special credit that lawyers receive for...
Continuing legal education.
Yes.
CLEs.
CLE. It was an acronym, I do. That they are receiving their CLEs for attending this particular conference. So I'm hoping to bring back information to the commission that would be advantageous for possibly things we may encounter in the future.
Sorry, when is that again?
That is March the 18th through the 20th.
Do we have any reports, committee reports? That would be your committee.
Yes.
Paula?
I don't have anything. I have not had a phone call or anything.
Ben.
I'll be staying at the Biltmore.
Yes, you may have that.
He's staying at the Biltmore.
He'll be staying at the building.
Under his breath, he says, the Biltmore Holiday Inn. We'll leave that part out.
All righty. Is there anything else that we need to discuss? Let's just say that, what are your interests? We'll write those down. We'll go that far. This coming year when it comes to training. I do know we need the basic training over again.
Yes.
And we'll have someone from the state commission coming in. You can't have that too many times. Were you interested in fair housing?
The one that worked best while I've been on the commission
Yeah.
was the harassment in the workplace. That got a lot of people in the community interested, and we had a good showing for that. So I would suggest that one again.
Okay.
Now, are these all trainings that are made available by the State Human Rights Commission?
I think we had someone, we hired someone for that one.
For that one, we brought somebody in,
Brought somebody.
but we've done that as well.
But we also, as you know, like the Americans with Disabilities, sometimes you can get people from the state to come in and provide those trainings.
And we did
The basic training will come from the state commission. We'll have them come and bring materials. We'll have our liaison come.
Did we not have a training that was pending involving the police department and police officers?
Well,
Was there some kind of?
We were trying to bring the Fairness 101 training, which is a joint effort, and they do this, and they do this yearly in Louisville, Jefferson County, Louisville Metro. And they, last year or the year before, they started bringing citizens into that, and there is a joint effort now between the police department and the community. That Fairness 101 is expanding, and we were hoping to do the same here. But I think what is going to be necessary to bring that here would be to have possibly one of us and maybe the city police chief or somebody representing the sheriff's department, or all of us attend that as observers as opposed to participants in the program, and kind of give a gist of what it is actually all about and what it involves. And I've not gotten a date as of yet as to when that will occur this year, but just as soon as I do, I'm going to try to get the information back to the commission as well as both police departments.
So that's also a community, it's available to the community, or is it available just to?
It starts out with police training, and then it can be expanded to incorporate the community. Like I said, I think it's going to be most advantageous for us to attend and see how they're actually doing that there, and then either bringing it back here as it is, or possibly tweaking it for our community to maybe incorporate some of the community watch groups and so forth. So it's like I said, it's going to be necessary for a representative of Nelson County, Bardstown, Nelson County, either this commission or this commission in cooperation with the law enforcement agencies here to go and set in on this and see what it's actually all about, and then bring that back to us.
So does that qualify for one of our training goals?
sure.
Okay.
And of course, we had, like you said, we talked about that last year. And the chief came to one of our meetings, but he hasn't. Did he come last year? When the mayor was appointed. Yeah. But he hasn't been back since then. So. And we haven't actually taught him here, so maybe that's one of the reasons. So there'll be something, we can work on in terms of.
Definitely.
My understanding is that the mayor probably thinks our last meeting is in March.
So,
But as far as the commission members are
I
concerned.
told him otherwise. I told him otherwise.
Yeah.
That March was when the new one started.
Yeah, okay. So maybe he's thinking he doesn't have to appoint.
Maybe he's planning on doing it.
But
I didn't
yeah.
see anything listed, so I will, after the meeting, I'll go over there and follow up, make sure that.
Let me ask this, does it have to include the city council, or is this an appointment that he makes independent of
He
the city
makes the
council?
appointments, but the city council
Council
has to
approves
approve
the
them.
appointments.
Okay, so he has to make a
Yeah.
decision about this, and it has to go through a city council meeting before it becomes official.
Yes.
Is it now too late to get on the agenda for the next city council?
No, actually, it's not. No,
Okay,
it can be done.
okay, I think that would be great.
Okay, is there any other business that we need to discuss? All right, if there is none.
Well, Kathy,
Yes. You didn't get to speak, go ahead.
Well, I just
Yeah.
wanted to, well, thank you guys for allowing me to speak.
Well,
number one.
sure, you
But I don't know if you've heard about this. It's all over the news, locally, nationally. The Flint water crisis in Flint, Michigan. And so I wanted to talk about a couple of things in regards to that. Our city was nominated the most beautiful small town in America. And I would love to see what they see, you know, not only being beautiful, but being the most caring and loving community in America. There's an initiative going out, an effort for the Flint Water Challenge is what we call it. It's Water for Flint. And what we're doing is going out, we're doing all kind of Facebook messages. I went to several businesses, I make phone calls. The guys are out there picking up water all the time, but we're collecting water and we're going to Flint. We're going. It's not a self-serving thing. It's being a servant of the public and knowing that there's something that's come against us and we need to help. Across the seas, you know, we see genocide going on all the time, and this is like an aqua genocide. You know, when you have poisoned people, you know, for years to come, and the effects and the ramifications will last almost forever within their lifespan. It is upon us to help out another community. Someone sent me a message and said, well, why are you so concerned? My comment to that is, why aren't you? Because if the shoe was on the other foot, we would be looking elsewhere for assistance. So what I'm asking is that, you know, if you have it upon you and if it's in your heart to help, I ask that you stand with us and help us out. You know, we're asking for water. There's bottled water. There's jugs of water. There's nursery water or donations. A lot of companies have come together for this initiative, and I applaud Kroger's for helping us. I called them and expected nothing. They immediately called me back and said, we want to go a little bit further. They said, we want you to put your truck on our lot and let people put water on it. And they said, more than that, they have a campaign, a receipt campaign. If you shop at Kroger's, I do. The cashier will tell you, if you enjoyed your experience here or the service I gave you, call this 800 number, and at the end, when they receive my name, I'll get a lunch card or I'll get money for lunch or whatever. Well, they're going to turn that campaign into Water for Flint. So when you go shop, you use your receipt, you call that number, they'll donate a 24-pack or a jug of water to our initiative. And I mean, they didn't have to do that, but they're doing it. It starts Super Bowl Sunday. So, you know, we're going to take a truck and we know we'll have a diesel. You know, we have one that's been granted to us. In a matter of 3 days, we collected over 1,100 cases of water. Springfield, Washington County, Danville, Maysville, all kind of people have come together. Elizabethtown College is helping. CareSource Humana is bringing a truck in with water and money. I believe Jack Newcomb is helping as well. So I'm just asking, I've asked the City Hall to have a water challenge, and I've asked the county. I spoke with Dean Watson. I've asked them to do it as well. I'm going to reach out to restaurants and downtown Main Street. I want everyone, the community, to get on board, because it's about helping another community. How can we stand and watch something like that go down? This is humanity right here. You know, this is what it's about.
Would it be possible for us to donate some money?
I mean, I don't know. You
Just asking,
totally
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got a balance here.
We do have balance. I think it's a big issue. Like, it's something I care about, and I would definitely be willing to contribute water personally and help out however I could. I don't know if it's the role of this commission to do something as a commission, though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if the ordinance allows us to use the government funds.
It doesn't forbid us to.
Water is a basic human right.
It's a human right.
But
And it was imposed by the governorship of a state.
You know,
Right.
public
So-
accommodation, be able to drink out of a clean water fountain in the city, and they don't have clean water fountains, and so
It is
maybe,
a
I mean, I just
basic
wonder if we
right.
could donate some money because we got this
I mean,
balance here.
our commissions focused on city of Bardstown and the county of Nelson County. So that would be my concern with doing something as a commission. On a personal level, I'm all for helping out and I'll contribute water and stuff, but just as an issue. Now, if the city and the county wanted to, if they give us permission to use some of our funds that we aren't needing right now to donate them to that cause, I'd be more than happy. I would support that fully.
Do we
But
have
my,
to have the county and do we have to have the county and the city tell us how we use our money?
it's just my concern
I'm
of
just-
whether
I know
we have
you're
the
concerned, I'm just
ability,
asking.
yeah.
What's the money, I mean, what's it donated for?
They give it to us.
Yeah.
Do what we want.
That's
I thought.
somebody gives you something, sure.
I didn't come for.
Is that what you're saying? No,
I just wanted to say, all those in favor of donating money to this project, say aye. Aye. Those opposed?
I can't do so without researching a little bit more, knowing. So at this point, I would have to vote abstain.
Okay. All right, so now the next issue is how much do we want to donate?
Could we present it in and I'm trying to think in respect to what
What he
Michael
said, yeah.
is saying, could it be issued as a matching challenge up to a certain amount? You know, have the commissioners, you know, a challenge within the commission and sort of a matching challenge that how, you know, up to a certain amount the commissioners donate and the commission will match that to X number of dollars. So
The thing about that is that would need to be monitored by the commission members, and we're gonna need some appointees pretty soon here. I think if we say,
We're leaving February the 26th.
Before the next meeting.
you just donate, I mean, you take donations, don't you?
Mhm.
I mean, what's the worst thing can happen? I mean, we're making a donation for human right to water. I don't know,
I would prefer if we were able to check on it, and I'm willing to come to a special meeting or whatever to address it before that issue, but that'd just be my
When's
concern.
you're not on the ones that are gonna be.
I am.
Yes.
My
Really?
appointment's
Okay.
up this month. So.
Well, then, we've already voted to do it. Does anybody want to make a suggestion?
Yeah, I could give them.
Anybody got any suggestions?
Oh, you got no dollar amount?
I was thinking about $1,000, what I was thinking. Is that too much? Probably. Okay, well,
The funds are there.
that's what I was, what we use those funds for?
Yeah, mainly the essay contest, advertising, the trainings that we do, brochures, any pamphlets or leaflets that we create. But we do have a surplus right now. There is more money in there than we would need to do that over the next year. So
Okay, well, how about
She has
$500?
okay, you have a donation of, you recommend $1,000.
Well, I was just thinking, I mean, you've got
Okay.
$5,000, over $5,000 in there. If you took out $1,000, I mean, that would buy a lot of water.
Is that in the form of a motion?
Well, I want to kind of discuss it first.
Oh,
I mean, what's y'all's feeling? I mean, you want to, people that do want to contribute, what were you thinking as far as a dollar amount? While you're still on the commission here, y'all are. So.
I think it's a good idea to donate money, and I do think there's a lot of causes. There's a lot of things
Yeah.
locally that we could give money to. I would be a little leery of giving that much. I do
Okay.
think we should give something. I think some of that money would be good, Bethany Haven or
Okay.
whatever
That's what I
else.
wanted,
There's a
was
lot
input.
of
Okay.
local places that could use this money if that is what this money we decide to do with the bit of a surplus that we have. So my suggestion would be a little bit less.
Okay, give me a suggestion.
200, 250, and that would be quite a bit of water, so that would help. So
Do you want to put that in the form of a water challenge to the other commissioners? Yes. That's my case.
either, it doesn't matter to me. I was just trying to
Oh,
think,
yeah.
in respect to our actually being able to do it. I don't mind, you know.
The thing I think about the water challenge is somebody's going to monitor that. Who's going to monitor that? Especially if you're.
Exactly, yeah, with the time that we have. I like the $250 in the event that we get our
Okay.
hands slapped and it can't be done. I don't have a problem. There's what, 10 of us?
Yeah.
I'll throw $25 in the pot, so I'll make,
Yeah, okay,
you know, I think we could, if in fact we could not do it legally, then by gosh, let's do it collectively.
Okay.
And, you know,
All right then, we need a motion.
I'll make a motion, we donate $250 to the Flint Water Challenge. What is it, what do we call it, challenge? Yes.
Water challenge.
Make it,
Yes. Is there a second?
That's second.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Any more discussion?
Who do we make, who does the check need to be made out to?
Hold off on that, because I think
Okay.
what we're gonna do is, we've got some donations coming in. So we're gonna actually see if we can open up an account so we can keep a record of everything. I think that'd be the best way to do it, since we had so much coming in. So we kind of wanna make sure.
Just let me know. We're
Okay.
going to make it out.
because you'll be wanting before the, what, 22nd?
Mhm.
Or is it better if we just went to like Kroger and bought water or something? Is that better than like just a dollar amount? Or, I mean, I'm just.
Well, let me explain a little bit more. We have 200 cases of water coming in a day. That's the average that we have coming in from different places. But people have been generous. We still have to pay for that truck. That truck is $325. Normally, that truck would be more than that. So we're paying for the truck, we pay for the gas. So that there's,
Other expenses.
Right. So if you choose to do that, by all means do that. If it's better for you to go to Kroger's and buy $250 worth of water, then do that. I would never turn down anything. But just know that other places are, donating cash as well. And we just want to be thoughtful, and we also want to be right in what we do. We want to make sure that you know what's being done with the money. And I think the best way to record that would be a bank account.
Sure.
And I think, there's so many banks here, someone is going to be willing to say, okay, we'll open this up so that y'all can have a good record of the money that's being used, because we want to be good stewards of everyone's kindness. That is something that we don't want to mess up. So, everyone's been gracious, and I haven't faced these type of questions, but hey, that's an education type of thing, and that will go forward next time. But that's totally up to you. If you don't feel comfortable, that's up to you. I won't tell you how to manage your money. We do have needs for gas. You do the math. A diesel and a truck, going to Flint, Michigan, which is a good distance away from Kentucky. So those are needed. If you want to buy gas cars, do so. There are needs, but like I said, we have donations coming from everywhere, and we are keeping records. I'm writing thank you cards as we receive them. So we're just trying to be diligent, but you're not the only one I'm going to, and I'm asking for donations. So whether it's water, whatever you want to do, okay?
And I'm sure that, churches will be doing the same thing. A lot of churches doing something. Is there any, so where do we proceed from here? I think I
You need to
have
take
a
an
motion.
actual official vote.
Yeah. Did I have a
Yeah.
First,
second?
second.
Yeah, second.
Yeah.
Okay, all in favor, say aye. And then we have one absent. Abstain.
I'll oppose at this point.
Okay.
Under this condition.
All right then. Do we have anything else to come before the commission? Then we need a motion to adjourn.
So made.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay.